Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to our live stream and watching our kind of first official open mic. We gave it a trial run last month, but now this is our super serious, here we go, open mic. I've got a couple notes to make first before we get into the music. Then we're gonna have a whole evening full of fun. This is just the best lineup I could ever imagine. Is like a dream lineup, basically. We have some wonderful artists from right here in Plymouth, where the Wild Rose Moon is at. We have artists from the northern Indiana area, including South Bend. And then we're going to end the show with someone all the way from the West Coast in California. And that's something that we really treasure here, is to have such a diverse participation here. And we look forward to that in the upcoming months. Okay, let's see. What do I have to do here? First thing I want to note is that the amazing Cindy Boehner is upstairs running the computer behind the scenes. So if you are interacting with the Wild Rose Moon, you're probably interacting with Cindy. She's upstairs doing a terrific job of managing this whole evening, and it would be totally not a success without her help. And likewise, George is in a secret location here at the Wild Rose Moon, and he too is helping out in the chat, and just has been there's no words to even describe the great help that George has been to the Wild Rose Moon. Before we get the evening started, I want to be, let me set this down. I want to be serious just for a second before we get into the great music tonight. 1 week ago today, we had a very unacceptable event that occurred, and of course, people around the world are still talking about it and still reflecting on it. And I want to share with you why I bring that up tonight, is because I want to tell you where I was when that happened. I was right here, actually, right in this room here at the Wild Rose Moon. My phone was upstairs. I wasn't checking it. It was blowing up with messages, but I wasn't looking at it. I was down here. I had some great music playing through the speakers. George and Ryan and I were all testing out some mics and getting stuff set up for today and just trying out some other things. And I was the happiest person on earth, truly. It was just such a great, unwind, unplug, just be down here doing some creative work and working on something really pleasurable like that. Of course, eventually I found out and go upstairs and check my phone, and it's just all sorts of chaos. But I tell you all of this because the Wild Rose Moon is more important, in my opinion, and places like the Wild Rose Moon are more important than ever right now to do such a thing like this. We all need a chance to be super creative. We need a chance for our creativity to flow and to just unplug from the chaos that is here every single day. Just non-stop chaos, non-stop breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Well, here's breaking news from the Wild Rose Moon. This is a terrific place to be at. I love it here. I love it so much, and I think this type of community, this type of environment is more important than ever throughout the world. And I think if we all had a chance to go out and support each other through music and art and poetry and dance and etc., I think we'd all be just a little bit happier. So with that, let's get into the music. But if you're asking yourself, how can you participate in this? Well, there's a couple ways. First of all, you can sign up next month to do this exact same thing. If you're just watching right now, you can join us next month in the open mic. If you are just in the audience and want to continue being in the audience, that's super cool too. The Wild Rose Moon is a nonprofit, and we have a series of incredible members that help us. And if you are a new member, if you have never joined before, we have some reasons for you to join. Aside from keeping this mission alive, right now, there's this is not the only one, but this is an example. Our amazing director, George, has this delightful album. I love it. And this is just a terrific album. And if you donate, if you become a new member at $100, you can get this CD included in that. We will either send it to you or you can pick it up through the window or something like that. We also have a few other titles. Those are on our Facebook page. If you are already a member or just need a gift for somebody or yourself and don't have one of these, we have Wild Rose Moon t-shirts. We have black color and gray color in multiple sizes, and those are $25 each. And of course, we can coordinate mailing those to you, or we can maybe you can pick those up safely, distantly. Let me check my other. Oh yes, and whoops, we have to thank tonight Encore, Marshall County Community Foundation, Gibson Insurance, and is there a? You said a fourth one. Got that. Got that. Gibson Foundation. There's our fourth one. Okay, so we got all that. Hold on one second. And lastly, in a normal open mic, in a normal live concert, we would have a nice, cute glass jar for tips. Should you feel so inclined to do that in person and want to do that tonight, we have a virtual tip jar. The link will be in the chat, and you can also visit our Facebook page or our website, wildrosemoon.com, to learn anything about us. I need to make one slight adjustment, and then I will be right back, play a couple songs on the guitar, and then turn it over to our first act. 1 second. All right, so we are also, one other thing to mention, we are also, one of the beautiful things about this open mic is we are playing traditional music, public domain music, or music that the participants composed themselves. So there's going to be a lot of new music tonight. But I'm going to play a lot of old music tonight. I'm going to take it back a couple centuries. And this will be something that I believe our lovely coordinator upstairs, Sydney, might know. I'm not sure about the rest of you watching, but this is something I really love to play on the guitar. Then I'm going to take that, go into a piece. You can sing along if you like. It's in kind of a dialect in between Romanian and Hungarian, so please sing along. I know you know the words. But in seriousness, if you know where this song came from, and you can correctly identify it, I think I might have a special treat for you. All right, here we go. Can you press record on that? Amarici Armoury, Amarici Nibomeya, la 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 la. Amarici Armoury, Amarici Nibomeya, la 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 la. Dewey, Dewey, Dasha, Dewey, chew me down, Alakramuya, la 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 la. Dewey, 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 la 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 la. That was a piece titled Amarici Armoury. And the first piece, if you correctly identified it, was titled Violin Partita in D minor by JSB. Okay, I'm going to do one quick little tune more for a special purpose, and then I'm going to turn it over to the rest of you. Enough of me. But it requires me to switch guitars, actually. And by the way, this is a painting by George Stricker, and I think it's just absolutely stunning because for some reason it looks totally different on the camera than it does in person, and it looks like it's coming to life and made with glow-in-the-dark paint, and it's not. But when you see it on the screen, it's just wild. Okay. So, the last thing I want to do, let me just check the time. Perfect. On Christmas Day, the music community, I would say as a whole, but especially the bluegrass and guitar community, really took a huge blow. They lost the finest guitar player in history, especially for the acoustic dreadnought guitar like this, Tony Rice. And I can safely say that I would not be here right now. I would not be even holding a guitar if it was not for Tony Rice. And the inspiration and influence he had on me was just cannot be overstated. It just single-handedly the reason that I'm still involved in music. Everything he played was every note was so carefully picked. It was just exactly right where it should have been the whole time. I think maybe one response would be to play like a really kind of sad song to think about him, but I want to do the opposite. Tony brought a lot of big smiles to me and really energized a lot of my days with his wonderful guitar playing, so I want to play a happy, upbeat song to remember how great of a legacy he leaves us and how much we can still enjoy his music. This is the very first tune I ever learned on the fiddle, and then I many years later relearned it from him when he just absolutely played it to no end on the guitar, just absolutely played it just beyond belief. So here we go. Also, I will say, Tony was not such a fan of people copying his every move and lick, which is logical. So I'm going to do my own interpretation of this, but then put in just a touch of Tony in there at the end. Mic here. There we go. Okay, we will turn it over. Let me grab my headphones. Thank you, George. I have to grab these big headphones to hear. Mention the chat boxes on the right. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, I can hear myself finally. So, our first guest for tonight, I looked up their music and I was just absolutely floored. And I really cannot wait to see them in person. And I'm kind of seeing them in person now, but behind a screen. But I can't wait to see them in person. And they will definitely be at the coming back through the moon in the future when we can all reconvene. So I want to first welcome StarHearts.
Hey guys.
How are you guys?
Hello.
Good. All right,
Great.
yeah, I can hear you. Good.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I can hear you, you can hear me, so we're off to a good start. So, how has the this pandemic been for you two? Have you found it as like a renewed source of creativity and been working a lot, or how?
So I am only hearing you. Jess is not, but I'm going to relate to her. But yeah, that's how the pandemic was for us artistically and what we're doing. No, we're hunkering down.
Mhm.
We haven't Taylor Swift out like 2 albums, but we're writing music. We're in South Bend, Indiana, and there are still a few places here that we have played very carefully. One being Iron Hand Winery. It's
Oh
a huge
yeah,
place.
yeah, right.
So we
right.
felt safe playing there.
Sure.
So we're lucky in a sense to have to do that. I mean, we've been safe in doing it.
Right, right. Well, I'm so excited to have you both here. I'm going to turn it over to you. I want to just quickly make one short announcement to you as well as to all the other participants tonight. There are no rules. It's just a suggestion. So if you have 2 songs that are really long, that's fine. If you have very many songs, you can do more of them. There's no however it suits you. Time is yours.
Yep.
We have a little wiggle room, so. That's for everyone. But StarHearts, here we go.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, guys. We're doing. Let's see if this still goes. We're gonna do. We can do 3 songs. I think we'll fit that in here. And these are songs we've written, although they also are public domain. So if you guys want to take them and do whatever you want with them, that'd be great. This first one's called Monica. On a couch on a Saturday night, watching the whole world go crazy, but I feel alright. I can't think of anywhere that I'd rather be. You made me feel like I'm the king of the world, and your dogs are going nuts trying to catch that squirrel. It feels good laughing at the man who messed up things on TV. Cause laughing with you makes my troubles go away. I hope someday soon we can laugh together every day. Everything's gonna be okay. Monica. I gotta admit, this is all I've got, cause hope is romantic. I'm certainly not, but with music and love, we can make it all worth your while. And I can't boil it down to one single thing, but if I had to make the choice to choose to hear you sing, I'd be lying if I said you didn't crush me with that beautiful smile. Cause when I'm with you, all my troubles go away. I hope someday soon we can make music together every day. Everything's gonna be okay. Monica. Cause when I'm with you, all my troubles go away. I hope someday soon we can make music together every day. Everything's gonna be okay. ILOVEMONICA. yeah. Okay. This is another song we've written. We have a couple albums. They're on wherever you get albums besides record stores, I guess. Wherever you get albums now. Spotify, iTunes, or Apple.
Disney Channel?
Disney Channel. Disney
Oh, wait,
Plus.
no. We got kicked off Disney Channel.
This one's called Lily, or Every Time You're Gone. Every time you're gone, I miss you more. So here's a song that make you forget all of your pain. Sometimes ain't it always never enough, but won't you lift my shadows up? There's nowhere to hide. I'll follow you, wait for me, I'll stay close beside. Maybe you might save me, and I'll be worth every try. Summer's almost around, but the sun is slow to come up. As I watch you, you're sound asleep. No one looks so beautiful, but I can't fall asleep, 'cause maybe I'm dreaming anyway. My dreams can't catch up to the perfection as we lay. Every time you're gone, I miss you more. So here's a song that make you forget all of your pain. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hopefully people are watching. You want to do which one?
Gonna be all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is our last one. Again, we just looked at our Spotify and realized that we have like 3 monthly listeners, and I think
I'm one of them.
and I'm
He's
one.
the
So
second.
thank you for that person who may be watching. That might be our 3rd monthly listener. But if you guys go to Spotify and follow us, we really do. We have 2 full-length albums with full bands, all original music.
They're good songs.
They're pretty good.
I listen to them all the time.
Yeah.
So.
This is the last one we're going to play. We love Wild Rose Moon. We were just there for the first time doing the radio hour a month ago, and we hope to be there soon.
More, all the time.
We also hope to be anywhere soon, but especially there. This song's called
Gonna Be All Right. Feels so cold to be so far, far away from home. It's been a long time. It's been a long, long, long You've been waiting. You've been waiting your whole life. You're so nervous, but it's gonna be alright. And I'm not sure where you've been, but it makes no difference in the end. Everybody needs a friend. Everybody needs a friend. So come along for the ride. Oh, we're gonna dance underneath the stars tonight. So don't you worry, 'cause it's gonna be alright. And I'm not sure where you've been. It makes no difference in the end. Everybody needs a friend. Oh, everybody needs a friend. And I'm not sure where you've been. It makes no difference in the end. Everybody needs a friend. Oh, everybody needs a friend.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Throwing it back to you guys now.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully you can take it back from us. Yeah, there we go.
Bring
Okay.
it back now.
All right. Well, that was. Oh, I don't know. I forgot to take this off. That was absolutely incredible. Thank you so much, you two. I just cannot wait to see you at a gig somewhere, and I really hope it will be at the wonderful Wild Rose Moon here in downtown, historic Plymouth, Indiana. That's
Thank
where
you so
we're
much.
at.
Thank
We
you.
love
you.
we love it. Looking forward to everybody else. Thank you.
Thank
And you were great too. That was brilliant.
Thank you. Well, we got to play together.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Now, next up is someone that is actually, I have to say, very interesting for me because I have been working with this next artist a ton behind the scenes. And I have probably worked with him. Well, I've worked with George the most here at the Moon, and then second is our next guest. And I've still never actually, as far as I know, maybe it happened and I didn't know it, but I don't think I've ever crossed paths with him in person. It's been all FaceTime calls, relentlessly, Zoom calls, relentlessly, and iMessages and etc. Jim Yocom is coming up next, and he has been just absolutely unreplaceable person here for the Moon. Just such a wonderful help. He has all these great skills with visual and video things that I don't even have a clue what he's talking about, and he's got all of that figured out. And so it's really great to go with these super dumb questions and ask him, and he can make it in ways that I can understand, and then he helps me and George get everything set up here. So it's been a real treat to be able to get to meet Jim during the pandemic and work with him from afar, and very soon I can't wait to work with him in person. So here we go. Jim, are you there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, and I can hear you too. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
So
It's nice when it works.
yeah, which great. Okay, so what do you have for us tonight? You said you have some guitar and harmonica, but so you are you a blues man or a folk, or what do you have for us?
Yeah, all the above. I just play what suits me, and emphasis on play. I do this because I love it, not because I'm particularly good at it. But I have some things I hope you'll find amusing, maybe a little bit inspiring. So I wrote one, Matt, it's actually based on an article I saw regarding Facebook, and they were talking about how exposure to those carefully curated images of people's lives that we see can lead to a negative self-comparison, depression, and so on. So I guess what they're trying to say is Facebook gives you the blues. So that's this one.
Well, Jim, before I turn it over to you, I was saying, I've been telling this to everybody, on iPhones, I think on anywhere on Apple stuff, you can put time limits. And after I put a time limit on Facebook, it really did, no joke, it improved my mood throughout the day. Seeing just a short little bit of that is fine. Too much of it drives me up the wall, and I didn't realize it. But, man, after limiting it, my mood was just significantly improved. So
There you go.
But I have no time limit on hearing great music like yours. So here we go. Jim Yocom, everybody.
So, yeah, I wrote this a couple days ago, Facebook Blues. Well, overall, folks, my life is pretty darn good. I got that Facebook Prime. My refrigerator's full of good food. But I just can't seem to shake these doggone Facebook blues. I see selfies in the mountains and selfies down by the sea. I've never even been on a cruise. Selfies in the desert, and one time up in a tree. What I want to know is, why is everybody having more selfie fun than poor me? Their food looks so pretty. Their kids are on the winning team. 2 years in a row for my Brandon. And their pets are so cute. They're living that Facebook dream. And I'm just sitting here at home with what's left of my self-esteem. Well, I saw a post the other day they bet would not even get one share. It was a picture of a puppy with only one leg and no hair. So sad. Well, I shared it 50 times just so that dog would not despair. And that one cat from high school, oh, the crap that he spews. He's got conspiracy theories and dangerous political views. Yeah, it's folks like him that give us those Facebook blues. Getting desperate, folks. I know I gotta choose. I'm gonna delete my account before I blow my fuse, 'cause I just can't stand these doggone Facebook blues. And that's that one. All right. So, thank you, virtual audience. This next one, let me get this set here, is kind of a quirky song, and it's about the lives we live when we're just going through the motions, you know, and the attempts we make to break out of that. So this is in that spirit of shedding our shell and moving on with a new life. It's kind of whimsical. Wearing the shoes of a stranger, playing out scenes in my head, waking up ever so slightly from sleeping in the city of the dead. A rhythm of rising and falling and acting out books that I've read, beginning again and again and again. I'm living in the city of the dead. Well, the dog howls the blues on the corner. He's saying what needs to be said. He dances alone in a circus of bones. He's singing in the city of the dead. I sleep with the curious sadness, sorry about that happiness brought to my bed. I'm dreaming of finding the exit from living in the city of the dead. A dog howls the blues on the corner, saying what needs to be said. It dances alone in a circus of bones. He's living in the city of the dead. And there we go. Well, I see it says Jim and his quirky song, and that's pretty good. I guess maybe I should mention the name of this song sometime. And this one is one that I wrote. Actually, the name's not that good on this, but it was the day I turned 18, just because that's the first line, and that's how I remember it. But the song itself is about this. The best things in our lives that happen to us aren't what we plan. You know how plans work out. They're the things that just happen to us, like our hometown. We don't pick that. Our soulmate and our kids. Well, I mean, sometimes they're planned, but anyway, I wrote this song about my personal ups and downs that led to the life I have now. And I have to tell you, I wouldn't change a thing. So this is that song. Kind of a life history, I guess, but a abbreviated one. The day I turned 18, I started rambling. I worked some day jobs on my way out west. Well, I traveled with my thumb down Highway 101. I was looking for whatever was coming next. I worked my way up past the giant redwoods. I worked up in the mountains for a spell. I was living in a tent, not paying any rent, and I thought my life might always go that well. I remember the day I got the letter. It was cold and gray and raining in my soul. Every word that I read burned straight into my head, and I drew my pay and I made my way back home. I went home to Indiana, where I'm from. When I met her, she was broken like me. Neither one of us had any place that we had to be. She told me I was crazy, and I liked the way she laughed. And from that day there was no turning back. I loved her on the day that she wed me. I even loved her on the day she ran away. And I loved her on the day that she lay dying. Even though I lived 1,000 miles away, I lived away 1,000 miles away. I raised her boy as though he was my brother, and he grew up to be silent strong and free. And now he plays his songs at night, standing in the lights, singing all the things he cannot say. My boys like me, we sing the things that we cannot say. Okay, and those are my 3 songs. I will pass the torch.
Jim, it was really a pleasure to hear you, and a lot of these comments are confirming that. So a lot of, yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was actually the first time I've heard you, so, and I don't want that to be the only time I hear you, so I can't wait to hear you more.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to it, Matt.
And you got a very nice, like purplish, bluish light in the back too. You really,
I was thinking maybe it really ought to match, you guys a little more. I probably should have, done. It's just a smart bulb in a can, but.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, and what a transition, because up next is someone else involved with the moon on a regular basis. And, when we have a open mic like this, it's my prerogative at least to change it up, especially because, I have a very hard time concentrating, probably worse than anybody. And when, for me, the only thing I need is just a continual variety. So to give us some variety with music, we now have local poet Cindy Davis, who is someone that's involved with the moon, and she is going to read some poems for us, and I think that's just the perfect refresher here, because now we have something new to change it up for us before we go back to some music, and I'm very, very excited about this. Cindy, are you there? I think so.
I'm here.
Oh,
can you hear me?
Yes, perfect. Now I
can. You hear me?
Absolutely. Yes. Yep. Absolutely.
Okay. Good.
All right.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well.
All right.
Welcome. I'm so excited to hear this. So I'm going to turn it over to you now.
It's so good to be here tonight and to be together again. And I want to begin saying to Matt's opening point, the idea that what we're doing here tonight is the way artists counter terrorism. The FBI counters terrorism in its way. We artists do counter terrorism in our way. Steve Schmidt, the former Republican political strategist who is now a Democrat, co-founder of the Lincoln Project, said something powerful last week. He said, I think the situation that we are facing resulted from a failure of imagination. Wow. Because that's what it is, these terrorists are playing the victim card. They want to force everybody to hurt as much as they hurt. So when we indulge our flights of fancy, we truly counter that lack of imagination. First, we do no harm. That isn't an easy thing. Doing no harm is actually quite difficult. But one way is art, and since it does no harm, second, we add joy, and we add delight, and we add fascination to this world, and as they add horror, we add delight. And so this may sound like a weak thing, but it's homeopathically powerful. So I wanted to start that way, and now I want to read some poems from serious to silly, which I wrote this week. The serious poem is not finished yet, but I'll read it as is. It is a poem about my friend Pat, who lives in Bellingham, Washington, with her little dog, Alexander. More about him after the poem. My friend Pat, an artist. 3 small office rooms. There is a thin wall, a door barricaded at night between her and the people of the street. She has rented a small office room in an old building and lives there against the law. As she walks with the help of her walker, the mile to the supermarket, Fred Meyer's, which is Kroger's, slowly with her little dog in the cage on the seat of the walker, she mingles with the people of the street in a world of cold, hunger, and fear. 2 small office rooms ago, in an old house made into offices, she called the landlord when someone from the street broke in the night. A vicious energy roamed the halls. She had to leave quickly, within days. Her few possessions, computer, dog, bed, books, harp, hauled trip by trip to another small office room in an old building with thin walls, with an ill-fitting door, a friend with a nearly broken down pickup truck who had to give up his dog because he couldn't afford his food, who lives in a trailer with nearly no heat, helped her. The second house was haunted by an unquiet spirit. Some folks don't notice such things, yet a previous renter, a stranger, advised her to get out fast. She befriended the spirit as best she could, but Alexander, the little dog, could not settle down. She moved into another old building where the plumbing fails sometimes, into a small office room with thin walls, with a door barricaded against a world of cold, hunger, and fear. There are trees outside her window. She calls it the forest preserve. Living in a small office room illegally, the very flooring, like the flat untruths, she tells the manager, "Yes, this is my office. No, I don't live here. I'm a writer, and I work at all hours of the day and night." The landlady approved it. She does not have an address because the mail is always stolen. 2, the blue cab drivers. In the world of cold, hunger, and fear, close to the people of the street, talking to them, listening to them, she walks with her walker, gradually making her way to Fred Meyer's to look at the balloon animals in front of the flowers. Those balloons worth the hours needed to get there and back. The blue cab drivers sometimes give her the special rate for a ride and always carry the dog in the cage for her and load her walker and then unload it. She will email the new USA president to ask that a special medal of honor be designated for the blue cab drivers who have driven through the nights, through the pandemic, driving strangers, the blue cab drivers who know the street people as well as she does, since they transport them if the street person has a coin for the cab fare. Most of them, Steve says, are good people who just got down on their luck. Anybody could wind up there. A world of cold, hunger, and fear, huddling in old blankets and rags, one in a wheelchair. 3, at the supermarket. The balloon animals in front of the bouquets of flowers capture her imagination. She makes up a scene and a story. There's danger, desperation, and rescue. Carried out magically by a lavender and rainbow-colored shimmering unicorn. 4, the artist. She plays the harp and gives lessons online on a borrowed harp. She wrote and published a novel, is writing another. She reads tarot cards to make money. She walks in beauty like the night, of starry skies and misty climes, even in the high winds and beating rain of winter in Bellingham, Washington, with the ocean at the doorstep. Warm summer night sounds, crickets, cicadas, nightbirds seem to sing around her all year long. pressing on with the journey she finds within her and around her, slipping by in the shadows of freedom. A starving artist living in compassion, love, art, living against the law. And now for the silly poems. Here's the background. Something perfectly spectacular is going to happen on Sunday at 3:00 p.m. in Wilmington, Delaware, at the Animal Rescue. Maybe you heard about it. A couple of years ago, the Bidens adopted a German Shepherd from that rescue. His name is Major, and he will be first dog. Well, the Delaware Rescue is going to hold an inauguration for Major on Sunday at 3:00 p.m. Eastern Time. And Major will be selecting his cabinet. A 14-year-old man named Sir Darius Brown is going to choose the cabinet from the dogs who want to be in it. If you send a $10 donation for the fundraiser for the rescue and for promoting animal rescue across the land, the dog that you own or owns you will qualify for consideration. Alexander, who is half Chihuahua and half Yorkie, can you imagine the yappy, will be a candidate. Also, my friend Donna's black Cocker Spaniel, Rosie, the most has her own ideas about everything dog you ever met, she would be a good candidate for Assistant Attorney General. Now, yesterday, Patty mailed me with this title, With Hate in Their Heart. Lawmakers fear more violence after Capitol attacks. Well, Alexander sent me a poem. And here it is. Well, he calls me his Auntie Cindy, and so here's the poem from Alexander. Because here we are, countering terrorism every moment as we do our art. Hello to thee, my dear Auntie. It is early morning here, but I must write to Auntie dear to say I hope that you are well, and later I will have more to tell. Love, love, love. From me, the nephew, to glorious you. So here's my reply to my glorious nephew, Alexander. Glorious nephew and artist, known for driving a TARDIS. Thank you for the poem supreme, a soothing and calming cream. I am at my friend Donna's house, playing a waltz by Johann Strauss. Our lives are in disarray, but on I will push and say, thinking of you is an aid to forgetting a horrible raid, and actions so like the mafia, another help to drink coffee. Writing to you brings mental food, ideas for you, and improved mood. Beside First Dog Major Sublime, inaugurated in a few days' time, you should be the new cabinet member in charge of dog toilets made of timber. Rosie can be your assistante, and I will remain your dear auntie. And one more, because we have one about art from Alexander. Art, here's Alexander. Our art can save us. Art can heal our heart. We see the dancer leap and hear the same music, and these things keep us human and together. Beauty for beauty's sake, make no mistake. It is a high and lovely place and brings delight to every face. Let us have joy and silliness too. Let us have art in all that we do. With much love from Prince Poet Fluffy Butt. And that is my silly poem. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Cindy. That was really nice. And I cannot wait to see you here at the Moon. I think we're going to have a lot to talk about and a lot of things we could work together on. So I'm really excited for that. Thank you for sharing that. And
I would love it.
Yes, likewise. Oh, I really enjoyed that.
Thank you.
Well, that's a nice segue to mention once again the initiative we're doing here at the Moon. We're right in the middle of a membership drive. So if you're interested in becoming a member, certainly check out our website for details. There's various levels. There's student levels. There's family levels. There's individual, etc. But I forgot to mention something at the beginning. If you're not quite familiar with the Moon yet and you're not so sure you want to become a member, that's totally fine. You don't have to. But if you're interested in learning more, we do have a new book out that was published by local publishers here in Plymouth. And it tells all about what the Moon does. So if you have any questions and you don't know anything about the Moon and you want to know about the Moon and want to know what we do, this book is here, and we'll be happy to send that to you. If you're so inclined, make a PayPal donation of whatever this book is worth to you, and we will get that out to you very quickly, and you can learn about what we're doing here in the historic downtown Plymouth, Indiana. All right, with that said, we're going to go on to some more music now, and up next is someone from our neighboring town of Bremen. And Emma, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hi.
Awesome, welcome. It's so nice to have you here. I've heard lots about your music. I'm so excited to hear. So tell us, give us a little preview of what we're about to hear.
I don't really know. Well, I guess you'll see it when you hear it.
Oh,
But
man.
I am working on recording music right now, which is fun. So hopefully sometime this year I'll have like an EP or a single out. So watch out for that. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and the year's just getting started, so you got lots of time. So we'll be eagerly awaiting that for sure. And take it away, Emma Heller from Bremen.
Well, anyway, yeah, I'm Emma. I'm 15 and I'm a sophomore at Bremen High School right now. And I've been playing music for a while, I guess. I don't know. Probably the last couple of years is when I got really into it. So I'm really excited to play some stuff for you guys today. I have like 3 original songs prepared, so I hope you like it. This one is called Afternoon in April. And yeah, this was actually the first song I ever wrote. So yeah. Winter turned into summer real fast, walking into the sun, and we're back at square one. Your hair looks blonder, but your eyes look somber, 'cause all it took was one afternoon in April, and you're on my mind till May. All it took was one sunny car ride down the highway, and we're good again, the best of friends again. The days get longer and the air gets heavier. I like you a lot, I miss you more than ever, but I know it's gonna be a couple weeks till I see you again. But I can wait, I know I can, 'cause all it took was one afternoon in April, and you're on my mind till May. All it took was one sunny car ride down the highway. I could never get tired of you. Your smile shines and your eyes burn so blue, and it's you, and it's you, and it's always you, 'cause all it took was one afternoon in April, and you're on my mind till May. All it took was one sunny car ride down the highway. If I loved you before, I can love you again. So that was my first song, Afternoon in April. This next one actually doesn't have a name. And I just finished writing this a couple days ago, so it's a little fuzzy in my brain, but I hope you guys will like it. So this is Untitled. Just past 1 a.m. and the headlights stream through my window. They go dancing on my slanted ceiling. Stars in a picture show made just for me, and maybe I don't always have to know what I'm feeling. Maybe I can just be and know that someday all of this will be far away. And I've seen life in the abstract, colors, shapes, and lines. Everything was so exciting, something changed and I've been fighting thoughts of reality. I've been playing it safe, tiptoeing through the possibilities. Step too hard and the floorboards creak. It's been a week or more since I have seen your smile. I'm sorry, but my soul takes a while to figure out my mind. That's something I've yet to find. I feel small, but the world feels like nothing at all. Just past 2 a.m. and I wonder if you're awake or sleeping. Or maybe you are indecisive just like me, floating somewhere in between. And 5 feet away are pictures and letters beginning to rust, sitting at the bottom of my closet, making friends with the dust. And I'm so tired of the wind and I'm tired of the sea. All I want is to talk to you, but I don't think you want to talk to me. And if you look in a mirror, all you'll see is a messed up version of reality. Feels like I cream at 15, looks like a teenage dream. Things are never what they seem. The world feels small, and I feel like nothing at all. So that was my second song, the untitled one. I don't have a name for it yet, but yeah. Anyway, so this is the third song I prepared, and I actually might have more time. I think I might have rushed a little bit, but so this is another song which also doesn't have a name. Clearly the titles just don't really click with me. But yeah, I hope you like this one too. Candles and flowers and afternoon showers and all of the things that I know. Beach walks and battles, we found them together not too long ago. Coffee in a teacup, you always know what's up when something's going wrong. Early mornings that used to be evenings, the birds sing their sunrise song. Walk with me far away, let's find something new and let's explore the world, just us two. Only just met you and I know you so well, meant to be as far as I can tell. Do you remember the day that we met? I don't, 'cause I've always known you. Each waking moment I spend contemplating how I'll spend the rest of my days. But when I'm with you, I finally see clearly my life is no longer a haze. Let's go to the hill and we'll run up barefoot, our shoes lying there on the lawn. And we'll stay there and we'll spend our day there, and I won't leave till you're gone. And when you've gone far away, finding something new, you're exploring the world, it's just you. Just like a wave you washed over me, but then you washed away into the sea. Do you remember the night that we spent looking up at the sky? That night I saw your soul for the first time, and it made me start to wonder why. And if you look hard enough, you can see the other side of the moon. Everything happens so slow, but at the same time everything happens oh so soon. Soon we saw the clouds racing oh so fast. Then you started chasing them all the way down the hill till I couldn't see you anymore. Now you've gone off to some great big city and you're writing your very own song. And I'm back here playing my guitar, there's no one to sing along. One day I'll walk all the way up to the hill and play my very own tune. And to know that I'm all alone right now, that I know you'll join me soon. So those are all the songs I had prepared for tonight. I don't know if I've used up all my time, but thank you so much for having me. This was really fun. And yeah, be on the lookout for a single or an EP coming sometime soon.
Well, thank you so much. Sorry, there's a tiny bit of a delay.
That's
here.
fine.
Oh, thank you so much. That was really nice to hear your music, and the comments are joining me in that. So we definitely look forward to hearing more from you. Thank you so much for coming tonight. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And thank you to everyone who is really keeping this chat lively. This is great. I'm just skimming through this. This is, everyone is enjoying everybody. So thank you for making this a very lively discussion. If you are so inclined, copy that link and send it to someone else who would like to join us. There's still a lot more to go tonight. We got a few more artists yet. It's going to be a good solid hour more of music at least. Who knows? We might just keep going for a long time. But send that link to your friends and get them interested in what we're doing. We got many more open mics to go. We'll be doing this until we all get healthy and can join in person. But so we got a few more months anyways. So if you like what you're seeing and you say, that's something I would like to do, we can make that happen. Go to our website, wildrosemoon.com, and you'll find out about the open mic as well as everything else we're doing. And we certainly would love to see you. Yes, you. We'd love to see you next month or in the upcoming months. Any variation of what you want to do. Okay, up next is an artist that I'm just tickled is on here because it makes not one, but two resonator guitars in one evening, which is maybe it's too, that's, too few for me. Maybe it's too many for other people. I don't know. But I'm so excited that Thomas Fry is joining us. Welcome to the open mic, Thomas.
Hi, Matt. How are you?
Great. How about you?
I'm doing great, posting out here at home and sitting here with my resonator. I have 2 resonators myself, so if we wanted 3 resonators, we could have 3.
I love them. I can't get enough of them myself. I know there's some people who don't like them. I don't know, but I think they're absolutely incredible.
Growing up, listening to some country music, you would hear some of the, what do you call those? They're like, they stand in front of you and play them flat, and they're electric, and they have 2 sets of strings, but
the pedal steel or the lap steel.
Yeah, pedal steel. So
yeah.
Growing up, I thought, that's so twangy. I hated it. But as sometimes you grow up into something and you're like, well, now I think that's cool.
Right. The only problem, and I'm sure you know this very well too, for all those watching, the only problem with these instruments is, 2 things. First, it's a lot of polishing. There's a lot of polishing to keep them nice and shiny. And 2, there's only about 1 million things that could start rattling or buzzing at any time. And it's really just quite they really take a lot of, it's troubleshooting.
Some little adjustments and some care, I know it terrified me when I got my... I bought a metal resonator. It's a Dean, and was playing it, and I changed my strings on it, and like just a terrible buzz. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's broken. This is a $700 instrument, and it sounds like crap, and ended up just putting a little bit of felt underneath the bridge in the back, and that just took care of it. And yeah.
I wonder, Cindy, who's moderating our comments, I wonder how much maintenance her harp takes.
Oh, I wonder, because don't you have to have like a little wrench or something like that to get your strings in tune there? And oh, no thanks,
So to all those watching, if you see us tuning and messing around on stage, it's not that we're trying to kill time, it's that we're really troubleshooting something.
Oh yeah, you can get some serious
so as I
buzzing going
understand,
on.
you're taking us back to like the 20s and 30s, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I can't wait.
I love the early music of the blues, and fascinating. It all kind of happened in one area, just in the Mississippi Delta,
Right.
and
right.
so many musicians started right there, and then one led to another, and it's just fascinating how just within probably a few hundred miles, so many blues singers came from.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It was interestingly, without Alan Lomax from
right. Yeah.
Washington D.C. coming down and deciding, hey, I'm not going to let this music disappear. We might have lost a lot, but we didn't, thankfully.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, now it has traveled all the way up to northern Indiana. So, Thomas Fry, take it away.
All right. Well, I'm going to play a little Robert Johnson song here. It's called Kind-Hearted Woman. And I would say it's probably his second most famous song. If you've never heard of Robert Johnson, on my third song, I'll play you something that everyone knows. And you'll be like, oh, that's who wrote that. Anyway, here's Robert Johnson's Kind-Hearted Woman. Got a kind-hearted woman, do anything this world for me. Got a kind-hearted woman, do anything this world for me. These evil-hearted women, they will not let me be. I love my baby don't love me. I love my baby, but my baby, she don't love me. I really love that woman, can't stand to leave her be. Oh, there ain't but one thing makes Mr. Johnson drink. Oh, I remember how you treated me, baby. I began to sing. Oh, baby, my life don't feel the same. You broke my heart when you called me another man. I've got a kind-hearted woman. She practices evil all the time. Got a kind-hearted woman, but she practices evil all the time. Is evil gonna kill me if I can't get it off my mind? Kind-Hearted Woman. All right, well, for my next song, I'm going to do a Muddy Waters tune. Muddy Waters was very, very inspired by Robert Johnson, and grew up playing resonator, and actually toured with Big Joe Williams. Funny story, Big Joe Williams kicked Muddy Waters out of his tour because Muddy Waters was way better looking than Big Joe Williams and was getting all the girls. And you'll kind of tell by this next song, She Moves Me, that Muddy had a way with the ladies. So really beautiful song. And surprisingly enough, he plays slide with a normal tuning, not an open tuning. So it's one of my favorite songs, She Moves Me. Oops, I forgot to take off my capo. That's the thing. 1 second here. All right, here we go. She Moves Me. She moves me, man, honey, and I don't understand. She moves me, man, honey, and I don't understand. Got a pocket full of money, little girl won't help me none. She moves when she gets drunk, says I'm nowhere, calls me a dumbbell, says I'm nothing but a square. She moves me, baby, moves me and I can't understand. Got a pocket full of money, little girl won't help me none. She moves a crazy man, now he's not so dumb. Took her to a funeral, boy, the dare got up to run. Talked to a deaf and dumb boy, now he can speak. Shook a finger in a blind man's face, he was blind but now he sees. She moves me, man, honey, and I don't understand. Got a pocket full of money, little girl won't help me none. She moves me, yeah. All right, I promised for the last song that I would show you who Robert Johnson is. And his most famous song is Sweet Home Chicago. Here we go. Oh, baby, don't you wanna go? Oh, baby, don't you wanna go? From this land of California to my sweet home, Chicago. Now 1 and 1 is 2, 2 and 2 is 4. I'm having a little baby, I'm booked, I gotta go. Honey, don't you wanna go? From this land of California to my sweet home, Chicago. Now 2 and 4 is 6, 6 and 2 is 8. Don't monkey around here, gonna get your business straight. Honey, don't you wanna go from this land of California to my sweet home, Chicago? Now I'm going to California, I'm headed on the train. Now don't you worry, baby, I'll be back again. Honey, don't you wanna go from this land of California to my sweet home, Chicago? Robert Johnson, Sweet Home, Chicago. All right. Well, that's my 3.
Thank you so much, Tom. That was absolutely great. Absolutely great.
Oh, thank you, Matt. I really appreciate
hearing that. And it seems like, as usual, everyone else did too. That's great.
Great.
Man, I would love to be in Chicago right now, but maybe in a few months.
We're going to stay away from the central metropolises for a little while. We're going to stay out here in the wide open spaces of Indiana.
Yeah,
Stay safe.
Oh, but you know what? I just saw on the news, like, last week that the South Shore, which I frequent a lot, or at least did, is now they got the money and they're going to make it even faster. So we won't have any more blues because we'll be going to Chicago in record time. So woohoo!
That's all right. Our blues will go away, and what will we do then?
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining. I need to pull up who's next. Let me grab my list. 1 second here. Let's see. Marty Miles. Oh, great. Oh, I'm so tickled. Hey, how are you?
Doing all right. How are you?
Great, thank you. Well, this is a fun one to announce because you are local, but in your current moment, you're very far away, actually. And we all have to be just a tiny bit jealous because I presume the weather has to be a little bit more enjoyable where you're at than it is.
It's a little bit. Today was the warmest day we've had so far, but it was a little chillier up until now.
Well, but we have to say it was above freezing here in Indiana today, so it was.
Yeah. So you're a Berkeley grad?
I am, yes, absolutely.
My daughter is too.
Oh, very good. What year?
Oh, I don't know.
I only asked because I wonder if
it was the end of the 90s.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Anna Miles.
Sure.
She's a sax player. She plays around South Bend all the time.
So now I have to ask you the controversial question of the evening. I'm sure you had to move in and out of Boston. What was your impressions of Boston?
I like Boston.
Oh, great.
It was fun, but I wouldn't want to live there. It's a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there.
Well, I have to ask, did you get any parking tickets while you were there?
No, and I learned the number one rule too.
What was
about
that?
Driving. Don't look at the other drivers, just drive. When you get to a stop sign, don't look at the other drivers, stop and go.
Yep. Well, see, I was there a little bit more recently, and when my parents came out there, and I've heard actually this to be, I mean, it's a rumor, so I don't know if it's entirely true, but it does seem to be play itself out quite often, which is they look for out-of-state plates, and when they see something like from, middle of nowhere, Indiana, they find about 20 things you did wrong and immediately slap a ticket on your window for that one. So we got a few out there, but I loved it. I really love Boston. I miss it a bunch. But I think it is nice to be here where it's a little bit less people and I think just a tiny bit less germs at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah, so thank you for joining. I heard a little bit during the sound check. It sounds absolutely great. So I don't want to say anything more. I want to just hand it over to you now.
Okay.
And Marty Miles, everyone.
Thanks. So this song, this first song here I'm playing is called She Still Has Her Horses. Or maybe it's just Still Has Her Horses. But it's a song about chasing after your dream. It's a gift in life when one knows what they want, when the path seems so clear and the passion so strong, whether destined or chosen or a place in between, the call just can't be ignored. She was young, it was easy, no question for sure. Part cowgirl, part French, and all Wrangler, all in. And those closest to her counseled caution, go slow. That's no way to make a living. The wind of the spirit is a force all its own, relentless, unfettered, the gale never tires. The power of a stallion with the nose of a mare, the heat of unquenchable fire. The burn smolder gently, then fury untamed. A quest for the prize, maintaining the course, with four-legged children consuming her life. She never resisted the cause. She still has her dignity and she still has her pride. Speaks her mind and makes her own choices. It's easy to laugh, sometimes she may cry, but somewhere in the middle she finds peace in the riddle. And she knows she still has her horses. A woman of 30, she often reflects, wondering if the right man might appear for too long. The cowboys keep calling, but their boots fit all wrong. And this ginger just keeps moving on. But still there's a hunger for someone to share her equestrian pleasures and to keep her nights warm. Her smirk and her jest hide what few only know. That's a nag she keeps in the barn. She still has her dignity and she still has her pride. Speaks her mind and makes her own choices. It's easy to laugh, sometimes she may cry, but somewhere in the middle she finds peace in the riddle. 'Cause she knows she still has her horses. Yes, somewhere in the middle, she finds peace in the riddle. And she knows she still has her horses. Has her horses. So a number of years ago, well, it's been actually this week, 11 years ago this week, my father passed away. And my sister and I began the incredible journey of helping Mom survive all that. And I have a couple other brothers too, but they're out of the area. Anyway, Mom was shortly after Dad passed away. Mom was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, and we've been doing a lot to take care of her at home, helping her get along at home. She doesn't have any short-term memory. She's you can talk to her and she'll ask you the same question every 5 minutes sometimes, and it just it's sad to see, but she has a great past memory. She remembers things. She talks about things over and over and over again, the same old things, but it's still, that memory is strong. And I was sitting there one day. She still lives in the house that I grew up in. She moved there when she and Dad moved there when I was 2 years old, and it's amazing because being in the house all these years, you know, that's where most of her memories are. And I was sitting there one day with her. I go over on Fridays to help her out. And, I was thinking about how quiet the house was, and the piano's over in the corner, and we used to sing around the piano all the time. And the fireplace is sitting there and just gathering dust. And I was thinking about all the memories that are in that house, and how that if memories were ghosts, the house would be haunted. And of course, that became a song idea. And I debuted this song at Wild Rose Moon. It would have been a year ago, September, when I did a concert down there. And the song is called If Memories Were Ghosts. Piano sleeps in the corner. Ivories are missing. No one is singing. Limestone hearth grows dusty, cold and forgotten. The fire's long gone. Photos carpet the tables. 70 years reminders. Here's where you'll find her. The faces, the voices, the moments, the noises are all memories now. And if memories were ghosts, this house would be haunted. She stares out the window, talks of the neighbors, who are no longer there. News blares from the TV, distraction of violence. To drown out the silence. He's been gone 10 years now. She only she sits waiting. Time has no meaning. The faces, the voices, the moments, the noises, all memories now. And if memories were ghosts, this house would be haunted. When he died, she stopped living, simply lost the reason for giving. These walls, these rafters, once filled with tears and laughter, and her memories are her safe space, her haven. The faces, the voices, the moments, the noises are all memories now. And if memories were ghosts, this house would be haunted. And if memories were ghosts. I missed the moon. As I said, I played down there a year ago, September, and I think that was the last time I was there. I might have been there later in December. I can't in that year. I can't remember for sure. But I was just ready. We had a lot of things going on, and I was busy, and I was just ready to get out and start playing at the Moon again. And then they had the lockdown. And here we've been, what, 10, 11 months in a lockdown? Oh, man. I'm ready to get out. I don't know about you. So I'm really grateful for this opportunity to share some songs with you guys tonight. I was dropping off my weed whacker at my daughter's house so that my grandson could do some yard work this past summer. And as I drove away from the house, the idea of a weed whacker, I just had this weird sensation, weird idea that the idea of the weed whacker is a kind of an allegory or a metaphor, rather, for a bad breakup with somebody, getting weed whacked. And so I was working on the song idea, and I do a lot of walking, and I heard this other tune, and I thought, gee, I'd really like to do something with that, something like that feel in that tune. And I was walking, and all of a sudden it came to me. I could put that together with the weed whack idea, and this is the song I came up with, Weed Whacked. Wait a minute here, gotta get it situated. Okay. She found me down in Moonville, my inside's pretty raw. Ever since the day that I got your call, She slid up beside me, said, let's be friends, but I don't want to be weed whacked again. Time went before we took a chance. It all seemed so right as we started the dance. Steps turned into stumble, trip into an end. Now I don't want to be weed whacked again. Just like a weed whack, you shredded my heart. Chaff in the wind, splinters whirling apart. Something like a shriek, sounding like a wail. Waking from a nightmare to find it was real. Sitting in the darkness, waiting for the light. Staring at the wasteland, burning my sight. Time waits for no one, should be moving on. But I've been weed whacked way too long. Meanwhile, back in Moonville, such a pretty face, standing at my shoulder, I'm gazing into space. Couldn't be less ready, can't let her in, 'cause I don't wanna be weed whacked again. Oh, I'm too scared I'll be weed whacked again. I've been weed whacked way too long. Thanks a lot for having me on, everybody. It's been really great being here. I just want to let you know that you can find more of my music at the Marty Miles Reverb Nation page there. It's reverbnation.com/Marty Miles. And I'm also on Spotify and iTunes with an album too. So come out and find me, and I'll be glad to. And I'm looking forward to getting back to the moon once I get my vaccination.
Oh, we are so excited for you to come back. Absolutely. We're very, very excited. That was so nice to hear. Thank you for that. That was really great.
Thank you for having me, and it's been great watching all these other great artists too.
Next time we are going to the next lockdown will be locking you down here at the moon for a couple hours to hear some more of your music. Okay. So now, okay. Okay. I think that should be good now. Now we have a really special artist. I'm so excited to hear this artist. It's going crazy in my headphones now. I'm hearing all sorts of stuff, and it's not what I want to hear. It's like, Well, now I don't hear anything at all. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Now, oh boy. This is if you could just hear how crazy it sounds in my head right now. Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to take one ear off because let's see. Oh, man. Oh, I know what. Let me try this. Let's see. Okay, that didn't really fix it. Let's see. Okay, now it's back to normal. I don't know. Something happened in the internet, and it's back to normal now. Oh boy. Oh wow. I can't even describe. That was like distortion and maximum reverb all at once in my headset. So, okay, we're back to normal, I think. Okay, I guess that was the internet struggling to go all the way to California, where our next guest is at, and I'm so thrilled. I have heard so much about the next guest, and now I am so excited to not just hear about this artist, but to actually hear them perform. Nalini, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, perfect. I can hear you.
Wonderful.
Great. Well,
Nice
thank
to
you.
see you, Matt.
Likewise.
Congratulations on the launch. I watched last month, and you guys are doing a great job over there.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, it's really interesting because both George and I have this slight fear that whatever stuff we get, like tech stuff that we get now, is going to become like irrelevant and outdated by next month, and that we're going to like never have it ready because it just keeps changing so much. But yeah, we've
true.
certainly learned a lot from that trial run, and you have been a huge help for us. So thank you so much for all your suggestions. You're like the mastermind behind open mics in the pandemic era. So
Yeah, I was pretty busy going out to house concerts and open mics and just really enjoying, this part of my life. And when the pandemic hit, I just, like most of us, had no idea how to make up for that lost, creativity and the connection, the community. But I've been going to the streaming open mics on both coasts and up and down California, and we're having a great time. It's a lot of fun, and everybody's picking up new skills, and I really like it.
absolutely, yeah.
I mean, just to briefly explain, my husband went to school with George back
wow.
at Northwestern, and that's how we got connected. And I visited you all a couple times in Plymouth. I loved it. Beautiful community.
Great.
And ever since he opened the venue, I've wanted to come and play music with his friends. So this is really a delight. Thanks for
Wow.
having me.
Yeah, well, I can't wait. Two things to say about that is first, I hope that some of us can go out and visit your community. I was in LA once, and I only got to see just a few of the touristy things, and then headed out. But I would really love to see the music community there. But likewise, we would love to welcome you here in person
Thank
in
you
the
so
future.
much.
And who knows, we're going to have the jam session to beat all jam sessions once you get here. So, so I can't wait. I'm going to turn it over to you. I'm just so excited. I'm going to be glued to the screen now. So take
Thank
it
you
away.
so much, Matt.
Thank you.
I was toying around with playing a dulcimer song, but it's been so long that my wrists got a little achy today just practicing. So I'm going to stick with the last three songs that I've written. And the first one is a co-write with a friend that we met at a songwriter conference last February. And then after the lockdown, we started Zooming each other and using Google Docs. And we came up with this song called Let's Get Together. Listen to the wind blow outside my window. I'm not afraid of the rain anymore. We can let our hair down, come to my country town. I'm not afraid of the rain anymore. Let's get together, we'll be together in time for the best of our lives, yeah. Just you and me, forever together, passing the test of time. Oh yeah, we're passing the test of time. Underneath the starry skies, keeping warm by your side. I'm not afraid of the rain anymore. In all kinds of weather, we'll stay together, planting new seeds in the garden of life. Let's get together, we'll be together in time for the best of our lives, yeah. Just you and me, forever together, passing the test of time. We're passing the test of time. Ooh, oh, oh, I can be your sunshine, even in the darkest skies. I'm not afraid of the rain anymore. We were chasing rainbows, looking for that pot of gold. Now that I found your love, I'm not afraid to grow. Let's get together, we'll be together in time for the best of our lives, yeah. Just you and me, forever together, passing the test of time. Oh yeah, we're passing the test of time. Oh, I'm not afraid of the rain anymore. I'm not afraid of the rain anymore. I'm not afraid. That's Let's Get Together, and that was written by myself and Stephen Medeiros in Central California. The next song is called My Marie, and I wanted to show you, a lot of times us songwriters, we get a prompt, and so my prompt for this song was this lovely painting. It's an elderly gentleman on a hillside, and he's looking off into the distance. And the challenge, this was at the Folk Alliance conference, the Far West conference, and the challenge was take that painting and make a song out of it. And then next year, someone will listen to my song and they'll make a piece of art from it. This is an art project by Phil Ward at Far West. So this is called My Marie. I remember the first time we climbed up this mountain. Spring was in the air. I put flowers in your hair. You kissed me. We watched the clouds and heard birds singing. The sun was peeking out. It winked at me and said, stay with her. My Marie, you live on in my memory. You're a part of my heart forevermore. Hello, Marie. I come here when I need to see traces of you in the clear blue sky. Blue like the color of your eyes. I remember the day you came back to stay. I took the ring from my pocket. You said yes, then kissed me, listening to the birds today, singing our love songs. It helps me say these words again. I've missed you, my Marie. You live on in my memory. You're a part of my heart forevermore. I get high, Marie, just thinking about how you once loved me. We gave it our all, never keeping score. Loving you over a lifetime was so easy to do. But I remember the years we shared our hopes and fears, raised our family. I never had a doubt you loved me. When I leave today, I'll take some flowers with me. Their colors help me feel a little bit of you inside me. My Marie, you live on in my memory. You're a part of my heart forevermore. Hello, Marie. I come here when I need to see traces of you in the clear blue sky. Blue like the color of your eyes. Blue like the color of your eyes. Like the color of your eyes. Ooh, like the color of your eyes. That was My Marie, and the painting is by Robin Theiss. Just another little reminder, and that's on my website, nalinimusic.com. I hope you'll visit. I do have another Indiana connection. I was able to record a song that I wrote years ago based on a poem by C. David Hay, and he's a retired dentist, but he practiced in Rosedale, Indiana for many years, so that's also on my website. And this last song, I kind of call it my pandemic song. This is when it looked very clear that with all the traveling that was being done, that we were going to be seeing some catastrophic results of the COVID virus. And so I think a lot of songwriters can relate to this period where we go back into our notebooks and try to figure out some of our older songs. So this is called Scraps of Paper. Scraps of paper looking for truth, chasing a dream through the lens of my youth, taking a dive into the rhymes in these scraps of paper. Scraps of paper, unfinished rhymes, random thoughts frozen in time. I'm hoping to find the meaning inside these scraps of paper. I'm getting tired of waiting to find some meaning inside these scraps of paper. When I was young, I thought I knew all the changes we needed to go through. I thought that love would light the way, but in the dark I'm losing faith every day. I trusted love would save us all, broken promise as we entered last fall. Scraps of paper, unfinished lines, half-hearted poems, half-hidden signs, thoughts interrupted, never spoken in time. Scraps of paper, looking for truth. I miss the dream I heard as a youth. I'm taking a dive into the rhymes in these scraps of paper. I thought that love would light the way, but in the dark I'm losing faith. I trusted love would save us all. A broken promise hidden in these scraps of paper. I'm still looking for clues in these scraps of paper. That's scraps of paper. Hello, Matt. Well, maybe I have time for another one.
Oh, 1 second. 1 second. Let me grab my headphones. Wow, that was just incredible. I am just so thrilled to have heard that. Thank you so much for coming. Well,
My pleasure.
I can promise you that George and I are going to go to Lowe's tomorrow, and we're going to buy some red carpet. That way we can roll out the red carpet when you come to Plymouth again. Well, we'll do that for all the artists that come here, actually.
That's right.
But seriously, that was great. Please come to Indiana once we can safely do so, because we will be very thrilled to have you here in person for a lot more than just 3 songs. That was so great. Thank you for coming tonight.
You're very welcome. My pleasure.
Yeah, and
Appreciate it.
next time, that dulcimer might just find its way onto the screen.
I'll have to practice that one more.
Hey, George has got a dulcimer here too. You guys can go back to back on. It might be, or you can even do it. It might be a little out of sync, but that would be dueling dulcimers. You know.
Sure, you could teach me a thing or two.
There's one. I think it's like right over here. Yeah.
My dulcimer, I bought it probably 40 years ago, $15 on the Venice Boardwalk.
Wow.
It's a real oldie but goodie. It's one of the original mountain ones. I really do love it, but I haven't.
Wow, that's great. That's great. Wow, that's super cool. And I bet I don't know, but that's got to be a kind of a rarity out there. That's really cool. So that's awesome that you've got that. Yeah. Well, and George and I were also really admiring your Guild guitar too. That was really enjoyable.
That was also that was in a different tuning. That was in a
That's why
C-sharp tuning, I think it was. And
that's why we liked it so much.
That's why I pulled that out. Yeah, I didn't want to have to retune in the middle of it.
Oh yeah, been there, done that. Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much. I cannot wait to see you here in Plymouth.
You're a great player too, Matt. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And
well,
wonderful to see all the artists here tonight.
Yes, it's been. I almost. I just about don't want to announce anything because all of you guys have just given me so much enjoyable music tonight. We have a few surprises now that weren't announced immediately, but last month we gave you a little preview of one of our Moon artists here, Ryan Muir, and he announced that he was working on an album and on a project. And guess what? Now that is out, and you can go and listen to that. And you should. And to celebrate that is the man himself right here, Ryan Muir.
Hi, can you hear me all right in there?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. Oh,
all
awesome.
Right, cool.
Yeah, great. So yeah, you've had the album out a little bit now, and getting some plays all over the world. That's super cool. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Picked up somebody in New York today. That was cool.
Oh yeah.
There's like over about 1,100 streams, I think, of music now. So it's picking something up every day. So, we'll see how it goes. I haven't really done much promotion outside of just letting friends and family know. But yeah, somebody in Switzerland listened to it at least. So
yeah.
Somebody over there heard me.
Yeah, well, if you're watching right now, the Wild Rose Moon welcomes you to Plymouth, Indiana. Anytime you want to visit. All right. Well, our very own Ryan Muir, take it away.
Thank you very much. I'll give myself a plug. The album is it's Ryan Muir, A Small Place in a Big World. It's out on basically every streaming platform I think you can use. And I recorded it played it, produced everything myself, even learned how to play drums. So that's kind of infuriating at first, but it got fun. So I guess I'll play something off of there. What did I play already? I think we'll do I See. See how this goes. We'll see. Let me get my ears on here. Good. I look at myself and I see too many people. I've got to figure out just what I'm doing, where I'm going, where I'm being, who I'm seeing, who I'm fleeing, that's right. I'm out in the world, just singing along, making my own music too. This guy's song. I look at myself and I see one lonely person surrounded by color, all dark and gray. Who am I today? Do I have time to play strings on my friends, and so are you? Well, I'm out in the world, just singing along, making my own music too. This guy's song. I'm out in the world, just singing along, making my own music too. This guy's song. Well, I'm out in the world, just singing along, making my own music too. This guy's song. Well, I'm out in the world, just singing along, making my own music too. This guy's song. Yeah. There's that. So I wrote these songs like that, pretty much acoustic, and I did this album and I had to turn them all into band songs. So now I'm used to hearing them with a big, long, like guitar solo and drums and stuff. So now it's weird going back. What else should I do? I'm not sure what I did last time. Do a song called A Fork in Hobby Road. I guess if you want to know about them, I can tell you about them, but I don't know. I'll tell you about them anyway. I have the microphone and you listen to everything I have to say, unless Matt cuts me off. Heading down that road, so many ways to go, and all of them I see a different me. Choose one road. Do you let the others go or come back around? I see every road in me. Now I know this town, inside out and upside down. can't help but feel none of this is really me. So much wonder in me. It's just too much to see. Just a little further on. Jack of all trades, master of none. Choose one road. Do you let the others go or come back around? I see every road in me. Choose one road. Do you let the others go or come back around? I see every road in me. That's wrong key. There's that. I need to learn to quit making stuff up as I go, right? Anyway, thank you very much for the compliments. All right. I'm going to do one that is going to be on my next album. I'm actually started recording it already. I finished one up. So I got 3 versions of it. I can't decide which one I want. But this is a song called, what's it called? What is this song called? Oh, So Go On. I think I played it once at the Moon. So, you know, not really many people have heard it. But here it goes. Let's see how this turns out. How's it start? Seriously. Oh, yeah. I miss you, baby, all day long. I need you, baby, all day long. When you're with me, the fear is gone. Without you, baby, I'm undone. It's necessary that I see. It hurts me, baby. It's killing me. So go on and be happy. So go on and be without me. I'll make it, baby. I don't see it. They tell me, baby, there's more than there. That time has pushed me. I'm moving on. All I have, baby, is this song. it's necessary that I see. It hurts me, baby. It's killing me. So go on and be happy. So go on and be without me. So go on and be happy. So go on and be happy without me. I hit A major at the end instead of A minor. Typical Ryan Muir. So hey, those are it's 3 tunes.
All right. Thank you so much, Ryan. Thank you for joining us tonight. That was great. Oh, man,
Thanks, man.
normally I'm getting just a little bit tired right about now, but I'm not tired anymore. You woke me right up with that.
I'll yell at you till you're awake.
Yeah, that was like, I don't know, like a couple espressos worth of music right there.
Awesome. Cool, man.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, that was all of our guests for tonight. I have one tiny little surprise for everybody, and that is tonight might just be January 13th for us here in U.S., but in many places in Eastern Europe, this is actually New Year's Eve on the old calendar. So I want to play just a short little tune before we sign off tonight. But first, I want to say Duże Diakriu Planeta Panovni and Shaslivoho Novohu Roku. Happy New Year to all my Ukrainian friends. If you're here in U.S. thinking, man, 2021 is off to a bad start, I want to correct your thinking and say that 2021 could start tomorrow if you look at it from the old calendar. So everything that's happened up to now, with the exception of the open mic, which was really terrific, just exclude all of that. Forget that. That was in 2020. And starting tomorrow, that's 2021. So, because of that, here's one last tune. You know what it is. Well, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to all of us here at the Wild Rose Moon. Thank you for giving up 2 hours of your time to come in and listen to all of this local Indiana talent as well as national talent. We look so much forward to all the guests that we'll get to meet next month. That's going to be so much fun to listen to. I can't wait. And I want to especially thank George. George has just made such a welcoming, excuse me. George has made just such a welcoming, fun atmosphere here at the Wild Rose Moon. I can be having the worst day ever, and as soon as I step foot in the Wild Rose Moon within just a few minutes, I'm all smiles. It's just such a wonderful, happy place to be at. And it's a place that when I went to college, it did not exist. And so coming back and seeing it here, I am just thrilled beyond words. I just cannot thank George enough for the Wild Rose Moon, and also to everyone who has helped make the Wild Rose Moon a reality and a success. There's so many people who have given their time or chipped in or just helped when we needed help. So thank you to all of you. Thank you again to Cindy running the computer. Thanks to Jim for giving us some tech suggestions. And thank you to all of you for watching tonight and to all the performers. You just blew us all away tonight. I don't know how any of us are going to get any sleep now because this was just so invigorating to hear all of you. Thank you so much. Good night, and we'll see you next month. See you.